impressive moves to get the win tonight. Back-to-back nights, needing $200 in their pocket now.
He was all by himself in 8 racing points coming into tonight. I don't know if it's going to depend on how the rest of it seeks out. What he's wanting is to get up in 6.
That's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. He'll be in the A main, know that for sure. But it'll be super interesting to see.
See you all tomorrow. Have a good one.
They're already jamming on getting the final points calculated.
I'm going the same way.
We will get our chance to talk with our winner for the second time. There he is, doing the wing dance, Corey Day. Day, Holmes, Selzy, they all crossed the scales in turn number 4. So we'll get the drivers out of the car and working their way up to our Jim Raper Memorial Third Cup banner to hang out with the lovely trophy girls. Sean and Dylan, our awesome tower assistants, getting everything taken care of down trackside. Their photographers in place.
Damn, look at all the sea of people walking out of here.
As Corey Day accepting his accolades from down trackside, you see Jim Allen with Dart down there to congratulate him as well. And we'll turn things over to Eric with our winner for the second night in a row, Corey Day.
Well, man, he made it 2 for 2, and that's 5 wins in about a week's span. That's just impressive in and of itself. Just the band, you see here a little bit. This man, like the 5 wins in 7, and probably 7 days. What's been working for you? Man, you know, we went to the Midwest a week or so ago and ran with the Outlaws and kind of put in their pace and figure out what we're doing I was like and you know, how much faster that was. So I think that helped immensely and coming home and, you know, getting our car close to where it is, or where it needs to be out there, and we just kind of carried that into coming into all these tracks we haven't been to, and it's been working. So I set out a goal at the beginning of this year that I wanted to do double digit wins. I'd never done that before, and this is my 10th one on the year, and it's in June, so I really didn't expect that, but like you said, we've been on the roll, and I was Shane and Jason and Preston and HP, Eddie, Stephen, Kenny, just everyone that works their butt off on the race car and, you know, gets it good for me and I'm trying to figure it out. So once again, didn't time in great tonight, but we played the emergency there, so I don't know what else I'm playing hopefully inside top somewhere, but we'll have to see. But you know, thanks to all you fans for coming out and supporting this event. You know, it doesn't happen without you guys. Also, big thanks to Phil Durst, all you filming, Factory King, Fellow Motors, Ticket Loss, Smith High, System 1, PMRS, K1 Race Here, right home. It's just everyone that supports me and supports Bronco Racing. Man, another night, another really good battle of Tanner Holmes there. What allowed you to get by him there for the win?
He was kind of on the bottom early in the race there, and you know, I didn't think I was going to be any good on the bottom, so I just stuck at the top. You know, they worked their actual race there. I was kind of just waiting for it to work in. It got worked in there. I got a couple laps in, and that's when
Awesome. Racing's great. It's got a level of prestige to it.
Got it.
You win a 410 race.
Pretty cool hat. Where'd you get it?
You know, you risen to another level.
Cali Dirt 2.
Oh, snap.
Together. Dominic Selzy joins it right now, and I can't believe it's the first time I'm talking to you this week, huh? Maybe been under the weather a little bit and just haven't had the luck, but here we are, Skagit Speedway, and you're up there on the podium.
Yeah, I felt like we've had great speed all weekend, but just had some scenarios keep us out of the front and, you know, ran out of fuel leading the race on Sunday night. not going to really talk about that. I'm still a little upset about that, but we were great last night. We were even better tonight. Yeah, I feel good.
Hard charger?
Even better.
And this point thing, you know, qualifying is so important here, and with the weighted format, and then obviously where you start, and then you got a fast car. So good job, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I felt like this year our results have not shown it, like how good we've been, but I think we've been as good as we've ever been. And I really hope tomorrow night we can show that, because we've been, you know, in my opinion, really maneuverable pretty much everywhere we go. Really consistent car-wise, you know, just the wins aren't coming as easy as what they were. Not that they were ever easy, but it seemed like things would kind of fall to us, and now I feel like they're kind of falling away from us, you know, when we get to the ends of the races. So we just got to keep working hard. I mean, I truly feel like we have the best race car in the pit area right now. I think we've got a phenomenal, awesome race car, top, bottom, middle, doesn't really matter. You know, I'm feeling better every day, so which is awesome. I mean, I don't know what the hell I had, but it kicked the shit out of me all week. I mean, this guy heard me hacking probably through the GoPro footage, but yeah, I don't know. I wish I could tell you what it's going to take to win the race tomorrow, but I think 40 laps around here, you're going to see a change from lap 31 to lap 40, and I think we started to see that a little bit tonight. The bottom slowed down even more, top started getting a little treacherous, and I felt like everyone throughout the race started coming back to me. So that tells me we're pretty close to where we need to be. It's going to be really tough. It's going to be incredibly tough. There's a lot of really good guys here, and the racetrack's not an easy racetrack, but I'm ready to go to work.
The interesting thing that I don't think people are really talking about, maybe we'll talk about more tomorrow, is last year we had we went more laps, but we had like a fuel stop, and you put new tires. A lot of people just put new tires on and just rip the last few laps, and who had the fastest. We're not going to get that this time.
Yeah, thankfully. I think I complained from the moment I heard they were going to have a fuel stop and tire stop last year, all the way until this year hearing they weren't going to have one, because to this day, I feel like that absolutely ruined the race. And it did. It definitely ruined the race. So that was a terrible call. I get 50 laps for whatever God knows reason, but we're race car drivers, and we have to learn how to save our tires. And if we can't do that, then we don't deserve to win. And I'm glad they got that through their heads this year. So 40 laps is the right amount of laps. You know, if it needs fuel, it needs fuel, but you know, I'm just not a fan of open reds. I think you get one shot at it, get your car right, and make the driver work for it. Yeah, so I think they made the right call there. Last year we were very, very close. You know, we led the first 24 and got passed, and the yellow came out, and then, you know, our race kind of went to shit. So, like I said, I'm just ready to go. It's 40 laps, and I feel fast.
And this race means a lot to just not you, but like Jimmy Carr. I mean, he raced this race, and it means a lot to Corey Day and Ronnie Day. It means a lot to a lot of guys that not just the driver behind the seat, but the people in the hall, or the people tuning the car, right?
Absolutely. This is a pretty special event, and to have the fans we've got, and it's a 410 race, and it's paying big money. I cannot commend Kevin and Peter enough for what they're trying to do here and what they're actively working on. You know, they're doing a great job at continuing to try and better. I think that there's always room for improvement, obviously with our race car or with the whole program, but I think that they've, from last year to this year, it's gotten substantially better, and I think from tonight to tomorrow it's going to get substantially better, and I think next year we're going to see it continue to grow, continue to get better. And what makes these events like this special are, they're t-shirt races. You know, when you got a race that's been around 51 years, you want to put your name on the t-shirt. So we won it as a 360 race, and that was, I would say, one of the biggest wins of my career, one of the most special wins, just because of the history. I'm a racing historian when it comes to the West Coast sprint car racing. So it was really neat to put my name on it, but I don't feel like my career would be complete without a 410 Dirt Cup.
Okay, I'm going to ask you one question. We'll be a little fun here, okay? So on a day like, well, we could talk about tacos, but on a day like tomorrow, when you get up in the morning, what does your routine look like? What's your team's routine look like? What do you eat for breakfast, lunch? What's your routine look like different from a normal race?
It's all the same, man. I wake up, take a big shit, and get on YouTube and watch some YouTube videos, probably Tanner Holmes' video from the night before, and honest to God, that's about it. So anymore, like, I'm a little bit seasoned, man. I've been around a little while, so they're all kind of the same to me. You want to win them all, but yeah, I don't treat them any different. You know, it could pay $100,000, it could pay $1 million, it could pay $10. I got to take my morning shit and roll on to the races. So.
All right. Well, sponsors?
Yeah, mom and dad, Red Rose Transportation, Celsius Enterprises, all my guys, Jamie Carr, Lucas, Mike, my father-in-law, Todd came up. He broke his foot I think he broke his foot at the Peter Murphy Classic. So he hasn't been to the races since. So it's cool that he's back here with us. Now we got our team back together. Redline Oil, K&N, Sparco, Whipple Superchargers, huge part of our program. Bell Helmets, huge thank you to Bell Helmets. They sent me a helmet like last minute. I had some worn out lids and they smelled like boogers and hot sauce. So now I got a fresh helmet.
All right. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
This is Sean here in the dirt. Cali Dirt video. Look at this. All right, Corey Day joins us right now and interview what of the week? What is it? What number?
6, 5, 5 or 6.
How many wins this week?
Wins. So let's see, we got 3, 5.
Yeah, so I think so. Because only that wasn't there was the one you got second, right?
That's right.
All right, so let's first talk about the race. Tanner Holmes has been really quick the last few days. It wasn't easy, was it?
No, it was not. You know, last night and tonight we both, raced each other hard, but clean. He ran me a little bit out of room on the front straightaway, but I don't think it was intentional. I think he just kind of missed it out of form. Was going up to block me, and I was there, and he can't see me there, and that was just a racing deal, and we didn't really get together. So like I said, 2 nights with Tanner that we've raced hard and pretty clean. So that's fun. It's always fun when you race with someone and you guys can battle and it's clean. So Tanner's one of my good buddies. We've been good buddies. We play iRacing together and do all that stuff for the last 3 years. So to be racing with him on a big stage like this and a real race car is pretty cool.
Yeah. Now. So we were talking, and I think unofficially you might be the last car into the dash. Did you hear that too?
I heard I was 5th. My mom's thinking I'm not, and you're saying that, so I really don't know. Waiting for an official word.
And we always wondered, a bunch of us media guys wondered if somebody that doesn't qualify up there can actually race their way in on this point structure.
Yeah.
And you might prove that you could do that.
It's not by design, sadly. We weren't meaning to qualify bad, but it's worked out okay. Hopefully, if we're in, it worked out good. So
it was an interesting qualifying tonight with that little hole over there, huh?
Yeah, we weren't set up great for it. I didn't also run it right, so it wasn't a good qualifying effort for us. And then towards the end there, they started to clean the hole off and clean the groove off to where they could run it hard. That definitely helped out. I think we got beat by like the last 10 cars. So that wasn't ideal, but 4-1 in the heat definitely I think saved us. And then it was a have to win that feature situation for us to even be top 10 in points. So we did that. Hats off to Shane, getting him a lot of credit. These past couple weeks, but he deserves it. When we're not good, it's easy for him or I to just throw the towel in and complain about it, and not try and get better. But we both never do that. We both always talk about it and work it out. And, figure out how to get better. And we've been pretty good at that this year, I'd say. So, this is win number 8 in the 14 car for the year in June, and it's pretty crazy, man. I got 2 in the 41 car, which is the family car that my dad and I raced together. And, that was pretty cool to sweep Peter Murphy in that thing. And I set out a goal for myself at the beginning of this year. I wanted double-digit wins. I never got that one before, and these guys spent all offseason building a stout team to go do that. So we don't got 10 and 14 yet, but I got 10 as a driver. So I think that's pretty cool to just pass that goal this early in the year, and we'll just have to see where it keeps going. I hope I'm top 6 in points, so I got a good chance at it tomorrow. But I haven't got to, I haven't really had to deal with these fast guys in the features, yet this weekend. So we'll just have to see. I feel like I'm setting a good pace, but you never know when you guys like Zeb and Aaron and Justin and Don who are on top of their stuff and on their A game. You never know exactly where you line up until you go racing with us. So we'll just have to see when we go tomorrow.
Okay, and then also the question I had for you is routine-wise. What tomorrow, will you change your routine at all from a normal race, or how do you go about getting up in the morning and eating? What kind of thing do you do different tomorrow than you do today or for any other race?
So we usually try and sleep past breakfast. That's the main goal. You want to sleep past breakfast.
Well, you probably don't go to bed till 3 o'clock, right?
Nah, not usually.
Oh, okay.
Probably tonight I will, but I don't know. Try and sleep till like 10, 11 o'clock. Wake up, go get some lunch, come to the track, and if I'm locked in tomorrow, I don't got a race all day, so it'll just be a game of just watching the track a lot, watching what everyone's doing, trying to stay on top of things. You know, there's been a few times where I've locked in, you know, to races on like a 2 or 3 day show, and so I gotta figure out what I need to do, to be honest. So just do a lot of track watching, a lot of car watching, and you know, see what we got when it comes time for us to race.
I don't see you as a guy that eats a lot of breakfast, but if you were any type of cereal, what kind of cereal would you be?
I used to be a huge cereal guy. You see Honey Nut Cheerios like all the time.
All right.
But yeah, I hate eggs. I like bacon. Yeah, I'm not really a big breakfast guy at all, to be honest. But
More of a lunch guy? Favorite lunch food then?
I don't know, dude. It's different. Some Chipotle's. Chipotle's
Okay.
nice.
You can't eat tacos and you're like Dom, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Chipotle bowls usually what I go for. And
All right.
I don't know where there is one around here though, so I've just been like peanut butter sandwiches, and they've been working. I'm telling you what,
You better not. I guess you gotta stay with the routine, huh?
dude. I'm telling you, I ate a peanut butter sandwich the first day of the fastest 4 days, and I won. And at Willamette, I didn't eat one. I didn't win. So the peanut butter staying. Peanut butter staying until it doesn't work. Let's just say that.
Drivers are very superstitious, aren't they?
You know, I really try to not be, but I end up getting there every time. So
All right.
it's all right though. Like I said, peanut butter.
All right.
No jelly. No jelly. Just peanut butter.
okay. All right.
Just peanut butter.
All right. Well, good luck. It's been great talking with you this whole week,
Yeah.
and hopefully we'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll probably just come over and talk to you anyways, just to see how things went.
Yeah, honestly, we've had such a stellar week. If we don't win tomorrow, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad. Actually, I'm not even gonna say that I'm not gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad. I want 62 grand.
All right. Well, congratulations and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
This is Sean the Dirt, Cali Dirt Video.
Yo,
Corey, we have t-shirts, just not hoodies.
Nope. Load out.
everyone's viral out there.
I know, right? Tanner home stretcher right now, and what a run tonight, man! You led a few laps there, and I mean Corey Day's the hottest guy in the area, and you got second.
For sure. Yeah, no, I mean, good run for us. Good last solid, you know, however many days it's been since we started. I think we're 9 days into this. We have one more tomorrow, so just want to finish strong. I guess technically our best finish of all the races. Like I said, hard to be disappointed or complain about, you know, but a part of me does want to win so bad because I feel like we're right there and our team's forming. We're working well. I probably have the most confidence I've had. I think our car's working good. It's just Corey's definitely on that, you know, on that level that's just a little bit above us. So I just got to dig deep tomorrow, and I think we're in a good spot. I think we're 8th in points, so overall we did our job. Cars in one piece both nights. Track was kind of treacherous, and you know, wherever we started, we went forward. Tonight we started on the front row, stayed up front. So like I said, hard to complain, but you know, wish we had just a little bit more for the 14.
And the last night, man, I was so just. You were right there. You started. You gained a bunch of spots. You got the lead, and then you had that wall issue and Jacob Slider, right?
Yeah.
And so that kind of hurt your momentum last
sure.
night. But this car, I mean, I saw your video. You're a little behind on your video, so you put that video out.
Yeah.
So I guess I didn't realize until you put that video out that this is a new car for you guys.
Yeah.
You guys put a really nice piece together for this swing.
For sure, and the 410 stuff, you just gotta be so on, and I felt like what we were running was good, but we were kind of having some problems with it, and luckily the guys at KPC, you know, they had us dialed in with a new frame and kind of bolted together, and we wanted to kind of test it sooner. You know, it's nice to shake something down, but I mean, our shakedown was Southern Oregon the first night at fastest 4 days, ran third, and from there had, you know, Willamette and Douglas, we were off a little bit, but then Elma, we were third again, and all of a sudden we almost won the first night of, you know, this whole deal. So that one kind of stung more because I think that we actually, you know, tonight we were probably more the second best car. Corey's so good on the curb, and that's where I need to be better. I'm good when it's a little bit more lane switching and kind of moving around like once the bottom comes in. But so that's probably tonight where I was off because the top was just so good. But last night for sure we had the best car and we could just maneuver and things just kind of went wrong on our end. So like I said, 4th, 2nd, compared to where we've been at, where our 410 program is, we're miles ahead of where we had. So like I said, it just, part of you wants to win so bad, so you're disappointed, but it's hard to be complaining with the guys who are running against.
And then talk about how intense it is here to run when you get like a 15, 20 lap, I think you had green flag there, and then you got to get into those lap cars. You can't take a breath.
Yeah, I think it's all a good example too of like how much better I just have as a driver. Like when I go and run other stuff, the 410 stuff's so up on the wheel. Skagit's so fast. The curb, it's had developed a curb like it hasn't really had before, which I think is kind of throwing our setups for a loop. Luckily we're on these new tires, so I feel like everyone's kind of have been adjusting all season, and Corey's consistently been the best on the new tires. But overall, we've just been fighting our car to just be basically down enough to where we can run the curb. My car was really stood up all night, and I think for myself, I was second guessing running the top right, and in the feature, we made some adjustments, and I basically just said I had to go out and go. So, like I said, need to dig a little bit deeper up there, but overall, I think our balance is good, and we're rolling off in a spot where we can definitely contend and try to just be in the hunt for all 40 laps tomorrow for a big paycheck.
I know Joseph gave us kind of a tentative point. Do you know where you're going to be at all?
Yeah, I'm 8th right now. So wish you're a little bit farther up, but I think we're 10 points out of the lead. That just goes to show how close it was tonight. Where we really gained was the A, because we lost a lot qualifying. I just didn't get through the hole well, and it just happens. The hole was really bad, and some guy, like I said, I can't really say that I went out in a bad spot because I think Macedo went a couple cars after me and he ripped second quick. So, like I said, as much as, we lost points there, I think it was good that both nights we started closer to the front. Skagit's been hard to pass, and I think it was a confidence booster for our team just to run an open track and not as much in traffic, but we got an opportunity to kind of do both. So we have an idea of what we need to do tomorrow, being a couple rows back, but also if we're out front, how our car is going to handle and where we need to strive to be better.
So what's the routine now? We only eat Taco Bell when we win, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think tonight, try to get a little bit of sleep. Last night we didn't get as much sleep probably as we needed. I'm going to try to wash, and I'm big on just, getting everything reset. I don't know exactly if we have hot laps tomorrow or whatnot, but get everything reset. I think we got the Fan Fest tomorrow. That'll be kind of nice. Maybe take our mind off everything that's going. Just, for me, I'm not starting super, I'm up front, but I'm not on the front row. So to me, I actually don't feel a lot of pressure. It's more about just, running a good solid 40 lap race. And I feel like there's so many good guys up front that things are going to be complete chaos. So if we just, obviously try to pass cars, but I think some of it might be staying out of trouble because at some point the haymakers are coming, and guys, I think there'll probably be some cars that end up, not rolling off the track. So like I said, it's just going to be about positioning, and you never know, anyone can win. That's in the future.
And the thing, or we talked a little bit with Dom about there's no stop this year. So you don't get to put on new tires at the end, and it's 40 laps, so it'll be good.
I think that makes it actually tougher too, because we could go 40 laps green and all of a sudden the dirt cups over just like that, and that's probably where, like I said, I just need to keep working on getting better. When the track's around the top, it's so much more physically demanding and it's easy to make mistakes. Where if tomorrow there's a solid bottom or there's a couple lanes moving, I think that's where once tracks slow down, I get really, really good in my rhythm. So hopefully it kind of just comes to us, and like I said, we'll kind of tune on this thing a little bit. But no matter what happens tomorrow, we've had such a great week. Like I said, our program is way up from where it was, and I feel good as a driver, and we're running at such a high level that, as we go back to run weekly shows and stuff, I think, man, we're really going to show the rest of the summer where we're at. And we have a lot more hard races coming up too, but it's just only propelling us in the right direction.
Yeah, okay, talk about sponsors and who helps you out.
Yeah, first off, thanks to all the fans, man. I mean, it's crazy how many people cheered tonight for our second place finish. That's so cool. Skagit's not even home for me, but the Northwest is home for me. So thanks to them and my crew. I have Chris Schmelzy helping me this weekend. I feel like he's definitely been huge. Just two heads and putting the setup together is better than one between him and I. So he's very experienced in just as a racer and as a setup guy. So it's cool to have him on our side. And then Carly and Skylar, my two crew guys, my sister and Skylar, they've been working their tails off. It's been warmer. We've been working late nights. Been you know, drinking Red Bull and doing anything to stay awake. So, you know, thanks to them. And then, of course, Shane DeWald Trucking, Pit Stop USA, Earth Environmental, Fast Forward, Kyler Shaw. He's been up here filming a bunch. He does really good work. So, thanks to Canopy Country, D-Ray Designs, Brandon Transport, Full Send Racing, Beanendall Trucking, RTR Diesel Performance. We also have ABC Powder Coating, Carson, Next Gen, and Lafarge. So, big thanks to all of them and you for this interview. It's great when we're talking. It's usually on better terms than words. So
Yeah.
glad that we're doing it. And I think in the last interview I talked about, you know, you never know when your seat's coming out, but right now I think mine's tight. So that's
You had some quotes that were pretty funny on that. I really enjoyed that, you know, and I think people really enjoyed hearing that from you. You know, some of the funny side of Tanner. That's good.
Yeah, we have a great time. Our team does, and you know, I think we try to keep. We're obviously serious, but we try to keep it, you know, a little bit light. This stuff's so intense out here. It's easy for it to get to you, and especially when you're not running well. So I feel like us right now, you know, we're just floating along and making good notes and trying to do our due diligence off the track and relax a little bit and just go race. So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
This is Sean, you're in the dirt. Cali Dirt Video.
I'm in there, I think.